What's up with it, everybody? Welcome to Jump Punch Shoot. I'm your host, Eric Jimenez, with my little brother, Jose Jimenez.
Hey everyone.
Jose, something crazy happened today. We got some might say good news. You might say different. To me, I don't know if there's any better way to celebrate Mexico's victory over those goddamn Frenchmen than with the motherfucking Red Hood.
Oh my god.
So we got the first pack of DLC revealed today, and that's Starfire, Sub-Zero, and Red Hood. Yeah, now me and you, we talked a pretty heated discussion just a little bit ago about our opinion on this, and Jose, what's your problem?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I think what I like, just like the way that I pictured things in my head, like they also pictured in their head, but they messed it up.
Did they?
And what I think Sub-Zero looks really bad.
I also don't love the him just being like a creature. He's not like a human.
No.
He's got like black skin. He's
It looks like you said this earlier. It looks like the Sub-Zero Steel costume. Like they just started off that was their starting point, and they only made some tweaks to make another costume.
Yeah, I mean it to me
there's like 7 different shades of blue on that guy, and it looks just a little ridiculous to me.
To me he just looked a little more cartoony than everyone else did. Everyone else has gotten the next gen treatment. Sub-Zero still kind of looks like he's I don't know.
He just doesn't look like no Grandmaster to me.
Yeah, so all right, so that's Sub-Zero, you could. And I was telling you too that you could if you didn't like how he looks, you could always change it with gear. I still am pretty confident that the gear system is gonna be the game changer.
As far as like the gear system goes, I mean, I haven't seen anyone yet so far astound me with like a gear system costume.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Is it better than what NetherRealm gave me to start with? Like, I haven't seen one yet, but. The game's not out yet.
Game's not out yet, so
I can't really talk no shit.
Yeah, who knows? All right, so that's Sub-Zero. You didn't love it. He was probably the only character you're gonna guess right on your predictions list or on your wish list. But you didn't really like the design.
Like if I were to just tell you really quick why I don't like his design, it's like he has like what seems to me like just like a bunch of blues going around. He's got like these ice shardy hands, which makes sense, I guess. Like it's some sort of type ice armor, but like the way that they drew him, it looks like it's like a cheap 2001 ice armor upgrade, like that you'd see in old school video games, you know?
Okay.
And like he just looks too blue. Like I know, like I know his color is blue.
I know
it looks too blue.
I know we talked about this a little bit. All right, well, whatever. You don't like Sub-Zero, that's fine. I'm sure he's gonna play fine.
My favorite character to make it into the game, and like he's fine, right?
Right. But like I said, I still think you could change him up. Hopefully, you can still change him up with the gear system. You don't like how he looks, you could probably. I'm sure they'll have a classic skin pack. Always, they're always gonna do that. So, hopefully they do that. Let's move on to Starfire. I think I didn't think I would like her as much, but I think she kind of didn't really steal the show because she was like the first one revealed, but
I think she does steal the show because you and me talked about it, and out of the 3, she looks the best.
She looks the best. I mean, the most interesting character design, and like I told you, all right, so NetherRealm in Injustice 1, they had kind of like a thing where they've like, I don't know if they hadn't seen what women look like before or whatever, but Raven
looked terrible.
Zatanna was borderline terrible, and most of the women in the game were just kind of like, ugh. Yeah. They were kind of rough looking. In this game, they're a lot better, and Starfire is no exception, right? She looks amazing. Her character,
Her hair might as well be real.
yeah, her hair, the hair looks awesome. I like how it's just
And then like it's not stupid green eyes. I could see that there's actual pupils in there. You know?
yeah. That's what I was afraid of. That it was just going to be like just a one
Like
shade
a green
of
glow.
yeah, just like a shade of green. But
The way
it's
that they did like in DC.
yeah, in DC,
Mortal Kombat versus
in
DC.
Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Those kind of eye effects I don't like. But these you could tell that those are some like green eye balls.
yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And the way that her hair is kind of on fire, like I didn't know that her hair was on fire like that, but that looks cool.
I really like how her hair looks, and I mean, there's really not much to her costume because she's really not wearing much. But I really do like her character model, and I really don't have not one problem with Starfire. She wasn't on my wish list. She was on my initial roster predictions list or wish list. I don't know what we called it, but. For my wish list, I didn't put her on the game just because I thought putting Starfire would lower the chances of Beast Boy being in the game.
You could forget that, dude. He's not gonna be there.
He probably won't be there, and I'm fine with it. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't gonna play as him as much as like I wasn't gonna play as him. I pick him up here and there, but like you already know our
That's
main
true.
characters or who our main characters are.
That's
So
true.
so I really don't have a problem with Beast Boy not making it in the game. He still could. He still very much could, but Starfire being in the game really lowers his chances. All right, let's get to fucking the main thing. So you probably don't remember, but you try to make a big deal when you had the Red Hood in your wish list, and you're like, imagine the day like just what do you think the day's gonna be like when he gets announced? It's probably gonna break the internet.
I thought it would break the internet.
Break the internet, Red Hood, with his ass hanging out. But you were very disappointed in this trailer. Like I mean, I'm completely surprised. I thought you were gonna wake up to some
Well,
good
like
news.
I just don't like the way that. I don't like so much the way that they just announced them all in groups of 3.
I don't think, and also to clarify, you're not mad at the Red Hood being in the game,
No. This is the number one character you could have put in the game for me.
and it's smart. I was kind of surprised that they announced him so early because I was
thought
like,
that would be like a crescendo to
Yeah.
the fucking end of the DLC lists. And I thought they'd have made a huge point. Like, yeah, we heard you. He's gonna be in the game. Relax.
but it makes sense. It makes sense that they did it now because no one knows who these 9 characters are. I mean, people kind of like. I mean, now we know a little here and there. There's some hints at the end of this trailer that
I would say it's not a good idea to have put him in first.
Really?
Because
the way I'm thinking, it's like people like there's people like you, skeptics, not skeptics, but they're like, well, the game's already $60. Like, I'm gonna pay $100 and I don't even know who I'm getting. Be like, oh, you want to know who you're getting? You want to know who you're getting? The motherfucking Red Hood. Now give us your money. Mm-hmm. Now give us your money.
that's a good reason to why you'd put him in.
Yeah, like
First.
you put them in. You're like, this is what you're getting. You don't want to put $100. There's like that $80 or $70. I forgot how much the next tier one was, but I'm guessing that one, either tier gets you Red Hood. So they're selling. I think that's a smart move. They're selling these fucking things like hotcakes. I'm telling you, pre-orders went through the roof right now. Not through the roof, but I'm sure pre-orders. There was a boost in pre-orders.
Just the fact that you confirmed this kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, visually, he's exactly as I pictured him.
Yeah.
He's straight out of the Red Hood.
You couldn't have made him
from
any.
under the Red Hood. He like, just like my only problem like with how he looks, is like that he is really just wearing like a jacket, but he looks perfect. I think his helmet's like really badass, and like as far as visuals go, like I couldn't have done him better, and like there's really nothing that the gear system could do to like change my mind to want to like upgrade him there.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm glad that they did this Red Hood as opposed to like the Arkham Knight Red Hood, where it was just like that holographic fucking.
Yeah, that I didn't like so much.
So yeah, Red Hood's perfect. Obviously, everyone got what they wanted. I don't think anybody's hating on that. I did see a lot of people complain about the fact that they're announcing DLC before the game's even out.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, you think that these characters are ready. I don't.
I do think so.
I don't, because they usually their models are probably in the making now, but I don't think they're ready. Like I don't think they're
like I understand that it's hard to make a game, but then like I also don't underestimate how good they are at making games.
right.
Like if I were to make a game, it'd probably take me a couple years. But if I was to put like those experts on it, like they probably have more or less 80% of it done.
Yeah, no, definitely. I do.
Now, am I gonna argue the fact that you're not selling it to me all for $60? No, that's stupid. But because I'll give you the money that you're asking for if you just gave it to me, like fast.
But I think that would make the game come out later. Don't you think? Like,
yeah, you're right.
So like I can't wait for this fucking game 1 second longer. You know?
Me neither. But like to what I'm saying, what they did in Mortal Kombat X and like those waves and waves and waves, every single time a new wave came out, we came back to the game, but we only stayed there for like a day or two.
Yeah, I think
I'm just saying me,
the first Combat Pass, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we'll talk about this, whatever. But you know, yeah I know what you're saying. You're, the longer these packs like take to come out, maybe we played Injustice for fucking 100 hours and we're maybe a little burnt out. Maybe we moved on to the next thing. So yeah, it would be nice. And with that being said, I think I am glad that Red Hood is coming in the first wave, because there's a less chance of us being burned out by then, right? So if he's the last one, you'd be like,
because
Red Hood. But I mean,
this is gonna be the game where I think you and I explore a little bit more other characters.
Oh, dude,
because even before this game's coming out, I'm already like 40% burned out of Superman. Just because he didn't really change that much. I'm like, well, I remember how you played in the last game. Like, yeah, you're better this time around, but now I'm gonna give like the Robins a chance or anybody else a chance. So that's why I would have wanted the Red Hood to be on the starting roster. But I told you, dude, that sells the DLCs. There's literally no other better way you could have done it.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
But that being said, to those secret DLCs in the back,
right, yeah. So
at
that's
the end of the video.
So at the very, very end of the video, I didn't notice it the first time. I've been hearing in the comments, Black Manta, Raiden, what the fuck, right? So I didn't know what people were talking about. I don't know where they heard this. I was going over and over.
I saw this trailer twice this morning.
I saw it at work, so I didn't really see it well.
But I stopped as soon as I saw all three. I'm like, I don't need to watch this video any longer.
Right.
And I exited out.
So at the very end of the video, there's a silhouette of 6 more characters, 3 on each side, and one is clearly Black Manta. Clearly, like almost jokingly clearly, right?
Yeah.
So I don't. Ed Boon does like to troll, but I don't think they would troll like to this scale, right? I don't think they would be like, what? No,
I think it was actually like funny. I think it would be funnier and just like pushing the level if this was a troll. And I'm like,
I think it would be funny for you because you don't care about either of those characters. So it'd be like, oh, haha, that's a good joke, nice one, Ed Boon. But for people who really wanted Black Manta or whoever wanted Raiden in this game, because the next silhouette,
I don't know why, but Ed Boon does that, but like, because he just must suck, like just like playing with like the hearts of that many people. He must feel like God to them.
Oh yeah, he is a god.
Yeah,
he is a god to them.
Oh,
don't forget that he's a god to you. You pray and you pray to him.
I just think it's a little crazy because like the Red Hood, like let's say they sold these in 3 packs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Red Hood would have convinced me to buy the other 2. Now I want to know who's in the other 2 packs that's going to convince me to buy the other 2 characters that come with it.
Well,
because if it were me, I would have put Sub-Zero in another one. But that's me. I know not everybody loves Sub-Zero.
Right.
But I would have bought the entire pack just to get Sub-Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you can buy them individually, but I'm just saying that's me. There's like, if 2 out of those 6 are Black Manta and Raiden, then those other 4 better be some heavy hitters to me.
Yeah, I mean the other 4 silhouettes, like you can't really tell.
That big guy looks like Clayface.
Yeah, we thought
it's not so much that he looks like Clayface. He's so big. It's like, oh, like
who else could it be? Like
who else could it be?
Like we were thinking maybe Mongo. If that's his name, Mongo. Is that his name?
Mongol or Mongo or Mango.
Something. He's some sort of fruit.
Yeah.
But
and then there's a girl on the right. It could be Zatanna. Like she's wearing like a tight like suit type thing.
I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna waste the slot on a.
On the previous one.
Previous character, but they said that wasn't out of the picture. I was hoping if somebody makes it from the last game, it would be on like another pack.
Neither of those other 4 people look like Spawn, so you could almost say goodbye to him.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, right? You kind of
unless they made him super slim and like didn't give him a cape.
Unless like unless those shadows are just bullshit, which they 100% could be, and I kind of hope they are because I had my own wish list that I would rather see than these guys, but
yeah.
I mean, if it's Black Manta, it's Black Manta. Who am I to complain, right?
What am I gonna do?
So, yeah, that was about it. I mean, we've broken down a 1-minute trailer for about as long as you probably could. So just tune in for more Injustice videos, and yeah, see ya.